the biggest thing, a woman in the devil's hand can be horrible, horrifying, incapacitating spiritually, mentally, and eventually, as you're one flesh with one, a destructive, ever present in your life, inescapable hole. So, someone's saying, wow, Lord, tell her what you really think. When there's no advocate, there is simply what you have done. The impact isn't a concerning, loving stare at your situation as if there's compassion there. The compassion and love is looking at a wounded child of mine and then looking back at you. Now, teaching all of the aspects that have created spirit-led Christians, my bride, and seeing things from my wife's eyes, because I always go into my prayer time. What am I doing? What am I learning? Because you have to get your bearings with God first. All right, we're doing a new thing. Okay, got that. We're learning a new thing. Okay. So for those that are learning this new thing, you know me well enough. I'll be like, no, that's not right. There you go. Okay, now we're doing this. And that's part of that understanding. My help comes from the Lord. So listening a lot. I was listening to my wife. There's New Jerusalem, my wife, and there's my wife, Mary. So this is my wife, Mary, and her spirit was screaming, nobody will help me. And as if there wasn't still a plan for her. As if her being in this situation wasn't already known that it was going to happen. As if her actually experiencing eternal separation from God, then there's eternal punishment. Her testimony on what I've done for her is what we're working towards first. In your marriage, one thing that I want these testimonies to really encapsulate, well, this is what happens when you marry someone and you don't know who they are going to become and who they are. These God-ordained marriages are everlasting. They are a covenant. And the extremes we went to experiencing it, I watched Mary for years before I married her. And I had heard every word she had ever said, and it was finally, I've had enough of what she's spouting off and what she's saying against me. So I'll explain things to her in person about who I am, what I do, who's in charge, and why. And then from there, I fell in love with the woman, and I was, all right, we can get her into heaven. I know we can do this. It turned out she did not like God. Everything that she was against, God is for. So then it was this war, and then the side she chose, and she performed excellently for the devil. So then I was like, well, in the devil's hand, she can be like that. And I actually love her. In my hand, what can she be like? She who is forgiven much, loves much. And then plus, some things I respect that she says and does, and it's refreshing to be able to be myself and say, we have similar thoughts on certain types of individuals. We have a common ground there. You just need my eyes. You just need my heart towards things. You are still looking at the temporary as if any of this matters and it's going to go away. So I'm not really, it's over. That's going to go away. It's grieved me. I regret that it had to happen, but I understand that it did. And I regret creating these people. But Scripture said it would be like the days of Noah. Having this special occasion is what we are really focused on right now, and with a hard-hearted generation and people. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of hearing this. To me, they gather, and what makes sense to them makes sense to them. Born of the natural. Dumb, as in they can't hear. Whenever you're willing to look stupid and take the little steps, what you're receiving is invaluable. So in Mary, I have an invaluable woman. Once I get to that part where we both bring each other pleasure, it's going to be amazing. But I don't daydream and I don't make things up. I first speak. I know that's from God. That's the truth. Now what do we do? So leading you each day with a sober mind as far as the enemy prowls around like a lion, but understanding the enemy is not coming after Mary. The enemy is not coming after any of the prodigals. You simply rebelled. You don't know what you're doing, and nothing's working for you. So start with the truth.